Now, wasted the time long enough. Let's look at some crazy ads. I'm gonna have to move my focus this way, so I'll be able to see it. Okay, first let's check out this one right here. Rare Star Wars figure from 1980. They're asking $500. Look at this picture. Did you notice anything about this? The description says unplayed with rare Star Wars action figure from 1980. Han Solo, missing gun and lightsaber. I don't even know where to start. What's wrong with this? First, look at the photo. That's not Han Solo. That's not from Star Wars. That's Captain Kirk. How do you get Star Wars and Star Trek mixed up? Second, I don't even think that action figure is from 1980. I think that could be the motion picture figure. I don't think it is. I think that's from, now I'm not sure. Maybe Wrath of Khan, but I don't think, whatever, it's not a 1980 figure. So it's not Han Solo, we know that. It's not missing a gun. Well, maybe it did come with a gun, I'm not sure. Well, I know it didn't come with a lightsaber. And even if it was Han Solo, it wouldn't have came with a lightsaber. $500 for this? Unplayed with, rare. So nobody played with this one, although I guess it looks kind of mint, so I might give them that. But come on, trying to sell something you don't even know what you're selling? Let's go to the next one here. Now we got one that someone actually knows what they have. Luke Skywalker action toy. He forgot figure, just put a toy. Asking, now this gets me here, $362.34. What an odd, why not $360? Just $362. Why does he need $362.32? Is that like his car payment for the month and he had to dig out a Star Wars figure to sell it? Now the figure is laying on a paper napkin. I don't know if you can tell that by the little picture. But what's it say? Luke Skywalker Star Wars action figure by Kenner. Can you believe they got that right? Let's read that again. Luke Skywalker Star Wars action figure by Kenner. He knows what he's talking about. Released in 1977. It's a Bespin Luke Skywalker. First, there was no Star Wars figures released in 1977. But I give you, if it was with the original Luke, I'm not going to say the F word. If it was the original Luke released in the first 12, 78, and somebody put 77, I can see the mix-up here if you don't really know Star Wars. Well, that's a Bespin. The date's on his leg. But you can look at it and tell that's a Bespin Luke Skywalker. That's from 1980. Let's see. Comes with, he actually has some accessories. Comes with lightsaber and more. One thing, the picture doesn't show more. Doesn't even show the lightsaber. So what does he come with? More? Maybe it comes with the gun that he came with. Maybe it comes with the blaster. Rare. No, it's not rare. And it's certainly not worth $362.34. It's worth maybe with lightsaber, with gun, in good condition, $34. That's off the top of my head. And from the picture I see here, without the lightsaber or the gun, it's maybe worth at the most $15 to $20 maybe. Not $362.32. And it's not rare. I bet you could go on eBay right now and there'll be 100 of them. Let's go to the next one. This is crazy. And now we're going to move into a ship here. Movie toy ship. I'm surprised I even found this one. It doesn't even say Star Wars on it. Movie toy ship. That's what it's listed at. And look at the picture. $200. And you'll notice in the picture, it's a land speeder. It's not even a ship. If they said movie car, maybe I could understand. Movie toy ship. It doesn't even look like a ship. It doesn't have a top on it. How can anyone think that's a ship? Toy ship from 80s movie classic. Hold on now. Toy ship from 80s movie classic. Very rare. 100% complete. Comes with all that you see. From major motion picture from your childhood. It doesn't even say what it's from. It doesn't say what movie it's from or anything. They don't even get the movie wrong. They didn't even try. They just put movie ship. It's not even a ship, people. $200 for a loose land speeder. Which is, what, $20, $30 at the very most? And it comes with everything seen. It comes complete. Well, it don't look like anything can be missing unless you take the seat out. 100% complete. Comes with everything you see here. Let me read that again. Toy ship from the 80s movie classic. What 80s movie classic? You got to at least say Star Wars to get people to click on it. And then it says, from major motion picture from your childhood. It's like one, either they knew it was from a movie of the 80s and they wasn't sure what to call it. They wasn't sure it was Star Wars, so they didn't want to be wrong. So they just said a movie from your childhood. And it's from Star Wars. It's 77. It's not even from the 80s. Major motion picture from your childhood. Oh, damn. Craig, come on. You're killing me. Are they putting this stuff up just to mess with me? Now, here's one I think you all would love right here. Rare Sears famous blue snaggletooth. That's right. We all know about blue snaggletooth. We all know he's rare. And here he is. Rare Sears famous. I like that. Sears famous blue snaggletooth. $700 OBO. Or best offer. Let's see what he says about this blue snaggletooth. And I think you all know what I'm looking at already. Very famous and rare Star Wars blue snaggletooth. Kind of got that right. Was released as a small red alien, but first 100 was blue and tall. That's just made up. I've never even heard that before. That's just made up. That first they released the blue snaggletooth, and then only 100 of them got out, and then they went back and made it short and red. I don't even know where that came from. That's totally made up. This is the rare one. This is the rare one and worth a lot of money. Okay, that's the blue one, I guess. Loose and unplayed with. $700 or best offer. Local pickup only. You don't want to mail that. Will not mail. See, don't want to risk mailing that. Now look at this blue snaggletooth. I don't know if you can see it. Let's look at that blue snaggletooth. This is what, from the 2000s, or is it some custom-made thing? I'm not exactly what it's from, but I know it's not a vintage blue snaggletooth. It's either a custom figure, because the head is nothing like snaggletooth. It's from the late 90s or 2000s. I think that's what it's from. It's Hasbro era for sure. $700 for this thing. And I like here, it's hard to see here, but he put it next to a ruler so we can see that it's a tall blue snaggletooth. And look at the ruler. It's a Sears ruler. You think he did that on purpose? Being a Sears famous blue snaggletooth? You think he put it by the Sears ruler? I wonder if he thought maybe if you buy this at Sears, it came with the ruler or something. Oh, now this is crazy. Let's see what else we got here. Here's another one here. This is why I don't really shop online much anymore, because people see Star Wars and they think, ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. Okay, let's see. We got a Luke Skywalker. Here we go. Luke Skywalker, 1977. Again, 78. Luke Skywalker, 1977 Star Wars figure unopened, $100. Rare Star Wars figure of Luke Skywalker, $100. Still in package, never opened or played with. Man, this is like a gold mine. Been in private collection since 1977 in a non-smoker home. No sun damage. This is a gold mine for $100. For $20, we'll add Han Solo out of the box from 1987. $100 will not ship. Okay, let's break this down here. First, let's look at the Luke Skywalker, the unopened 1977 Luke Skywalker, and you can tell it's a Power of the Force Luke Skywalker on the 1995 card. It's not rare. It's not worth $100. It's worth maybe $3 at the most. And let's see what it says. Okay, and look, you probably can't see this on the picture, but rare Star Wars figure of Luke Skywalker. He split it up. Luke Skywalker. Like Sky is his middle name. I mean, you look at the card here, he took a picture of it. No, not to do that. Still in package, never opened or played with. Well, if it's never opened and still in the package, then we know it's not played with, unless somebody was just playing with the package. Been in private collection since 1977. How? It's a 1985, I can't even talk. It's a 1995 figure. How's it been in a house since 1977 in a collector's? Non-smoker home. Well, I guess you won't have to worry about your bubble being all yellow. No sun damage. Like I said, no yellow. For $20, for an extra $20, this guy's going to send you a Han Solo that's out of the package from 1987. 1987. What are you getting? You don't know if you're getting a Han Solo vintage, because they didn't make any Han Solos in 1987. My guess is it's going to be this 1995 Han Solo Power of the Force 2 figure, but you'll never know that. And he's got some lovely pictures of the back of the card that shows the profile of Luke Skywalker. But this is just nuts. I mean, I need to go back and see if this stuff's sold. Okay, let's check this one out here. Let me zoom it in. This one is good. This is when you're going to bust out that wallet, get that debit card out for this one. Every old Star Wars figure, complete set, $10,000. This is it. If you're getting in the starting vintage collection for $10,000, you can have it all. Blue Snaggletooth, Yak Face, Darth Vader, Boba Fett. You can complete the set right here for just $10,000. Let's look. I have every Star Wars figure from 1977 to 1983 made. Well, I guess it doesn't count the Power of the Force figures then. This is the complete set of all the old Star Wars figure. Complete action figure set. From common ones to rare ones, all here. Complete with all the guns and stuff. $10,000 or $8,000 if shipping plus $100 shipping fee. Local pickup is best as they are very heavy. Okay, first let me look at this picture here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 10, 20, 30, 40. We're looking at maybe 60 figures in this little picture here. Far from what the 100 action figures they made. 100 and 101 depends on who you count and who you don't count. Let's just say 100. Far from that, and most of them look like common figures. I see nothing rare here, and they don't look complete, at least from the picture. I don't see any guns. I don't see any lightsabers. See maybe some capes, but not many. I mean, I see a Jawa and Obi-Wan with no cape. So let's go back over. First, $10,000 for this. There's no rare figures here, and like I said, they all look beaten and played with, so let's get that out of the way. Every Star Wars figure made from 1977, we've gone over that, and 1983. Well, it ended in 1985, but I'll give him that maybe he thought the movie ended around the time Jedi ended. This is a complete set of the old figures. It's not a complete set, not at all. Let's see. Common ones and rare ones. I see no common ones. I'll look again. It's really small, but I see no rare ones at all. And again, complete with guns and stuff. He didn't put lightsabers, just stuff. $10,000, but he's nice. He's going to knock off $2,000 if you want it shipped. But he's going to add a $100 shipping fee. As he says here, when he puts all these figures in a box, it's very heavy. Probably could stick all them, 50 figures maybe at the most. You can stick them all in a shoebox probably. Get one of those priority boxes and just throw them all in there and ship it for about $8. This is crazy. Okay, see what else we got here. It's getting better, guys. Here we go. Moving on to something besides figures. Star Wars Lizard action figure. $100. Lizard action figure. Let's see what it says. Star Wars Lizard action figure from 1977. Complete. 1977. Has hold the whole figure, so it looks to be riding the big lizard guy. That's even hard to read. He's meant to spell hold, but he wrote hold. Anyway, I can't talk about spelling. $200 or all interesting trades will be considered. You know where to start with this one. Okay, first up, Star Wars Lizard action figure. It's not an action figure. It's a dewback. $100. Come on. Star Wars Lizard action figure from 1977. We know why it's not 1977. Complete. I can look at this picture here and tell he's not complete. He doesn't have the range, the saddle and everything. Not complete. He has nothing with him. So it's not complete at all. It's zero from being complete. I mean, other than being the dewback, everything is missing. He holds the figure so it looks like, this is hard to read. It holds the hold, has the hold to hold the figure so it looks to be riding the big lizard guy. He's talking about that little flappy door at the top where it pushes down and you put the figure into it. How? It's not like that can be missing. It's not like it's rare because it has the hole. How could the hole not be there? I mean, if it didn't have the hole, it would be a rare dewback, something maybe never released. But if it has the hole with the push door, trap door, that can't be missing. It can't be, oh, that has that. Can you believe it? Maybe the door flap he's saying that's still there, and that's what he's bragging that's still. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I'm not really sure. I really don't know about this. But here's the best part. Well, here it says $200. In the title, it says $100. Well, let's go. $200. All interesting trades will be considered. It's good to think, hey, if he can't sell it, he's going to at least trade it. What do you think he wants to trade this lizard for anyway? An Anthony Quinn t-shirt? And look, he's got a picture of the dewback from the side, dewback from the front, and then he's got a picture of a real lizard. Why did he add a picture of a real lizard? Okay. Crazy. Got one more, guys. Gonna end it right here. This is a good one right here. You ready for this one? Maybe it's not Star Wars related, but it's toy related. But it's Star Wars related. Hardy Boy Sean Cassidy doll by Kenner. Sounds right. $150. I'm not sure what a loose Sean Cassidy Hardy Boys figure goes for, but I doubt it's $150, but it might be. I'll give them that. You ready for this? Rare, old Hardy Boys Barbie doll by Kenner. Missing boots. Rest is complete. Need $150 or $140 if you can come to me and pick it up. Also have an iPhone 3G for $100. Works and network free. Both local pickup only. Cannot ship. Cash only. No COD, no money order, and no checks. Thanks. Take a deep breath, Junkman. Take a deep breath, Junkman. Mellow. Mellow. Let me relax here. Not gonna flip out. Calm down. Let's go over this one. See how wrong it is. First up, Hardy Boy Sean Cassidy doll by Kenner. Kenner did make a Sean Cassidy Hardy Boys action figure, 12-inch doll. Very good. But look at that picture. It's Luke Skywalker wearing a red and white striped shirt. Don't know what the shirt's from. The Hardy Boy Sean Cassidy figure didn't even wear that shirt. It's got weird yellow sleeves. It looks like a shirt Waldo would wear. And I can see here he's got some brown trousers that I don't believe the Hardy Boys figure even had. Now he is missing shoes. So let's go on and see what this is. Missing boots. You're right. It has no boots. It's barefooted. So that's about the only thing he got right in this. The rest is complete. No. First off, if it's Luke Skywalker, it's missing everything, even the clothes. And I can't even say it's a Hardy Boys complete figure because it's not even a Hardy Boys. Need $150 or $140. Needs it. Apparently this guy needs some money real bad. He's happened to break this rare collectible he probably doesn't want to sell. But why does it need $150 or $140? Now who's going to pay him $150? He's going to say, hey, you said you take $140. Oh, sorry, $140 if you come to his house and pick it up. I guess that's different than just meeting him out somewhere. I wouldn't go to this guy's house, that's for sure. He might be stuffed and placed in his Hardy Boys display cabinet or something. He also has a iPhone 3G for $100. 3G, isn't that like the third iPhone they made? Isn't that like an iPhone from like 10 years ago? Does it even work? Well, it says it works here, network free. Both local pickup only. Sorry guys, I know you're watching this video. I was hoping he would mail you this Hardy Boys fake Luke Skywalker along with his iPhone 3G, but nope, local pickup only. And just to let you know, it's only cash people. He's not going to take COD, which is cash on delivery, which kind of doesn't make any sense because if you come to his house with cash, isn't that cash on delivery? You're there to deliver the cash for the toy. He's also not going to take money orders. I guess he thinks somebody's going to go get a damn Western Union wire transfer to get $150 to buy this non-Hardy Boys action figure. And, sorry, no checks. It's 2019. Who in the hell writes checks anymore? I haven't seen a check since 1984. Even when I saw it then, I wished I didn't. And even when I saw a check then, it was somebody at Walmart writing a check, and I was about to pull my damn hair out. Who writes a check? I don't want to see anybody ever write a check. Okay. That's a look. Let me close this down. I need some Xanax. Okay. That's a look at some crazy Craigslist Star Wars action figure ads. So let's check out these wacky Craigslist ads. Now I'm going to put the picture up here, but I'm going to read this way, so sorry about that. Rare Star Wars blue snaggletooth action figure. Mint. There's that word, mint. Mint and rare, both in this one headline. Asking $10,000. Never seen a blue snaggletooth go for even 1,000, much less 10,000. And let's see what he writes about it. This is the rarest of all Star Wars action figure. Don't know if it's the rarest of all Star Wars action figures. I think you're being misleading there. He is so famous, he was even talked about on Pawn Stars. Oh, well, man, if he was on Pawn Stars, you know he's worth a lot of money. If they talked about the blue snaggletooth on it, he was an error figure, so only a handful of them got made. This guy must have a really big hand to think there was only a handful of these made. Snaggletooth in blue. He got something right. Asking $10,000 firm or best offer. $10,000 firm or best offer. Doesn't the firm mean it's no more, no less? It's $10,000? He goes on to say cash only and must be in bills under $20. So let's say you was going to buy this blue Snaggletooth for $10,000. You couldn't give him $50 bills. You couldn't even give him $100 bills. To pay for it, it had to be cash, and it all had to be under $20. That's odd. Surprised he didn't add unmarked bills. Let's see what's next. Now this one here, I'm not sure if it's Star Wars or not. Maybe you guys can help me out here. Action figure toy unknown, asking $100. I have this mint action figure toy for sale. I'm not sure who it is. I was unable to find anything like it on Google. It must be rare. You couldn't even find anything like this on Google. The date on its leg says 1977. I think it's some type of robot. It looks like a robot. It's in great shape. It has all the parts it comes with. First off, he doesn't know what it is, but he knows it comes with everything it's supposed to come with. Right. I'm going to ask $100, but it could be worth $1,000. Or it could be worth 99 cents. Email me within the next 48 hours and put 5297997CB9 in the subject line of the email. Why would you put that in the subject of the email? What that code number even mean? I'm starting to think people throw stuff up on Craigslist as secret codes that only certain people know what this ad is really about. Anyway, I'm not sure if you can tell by the picture here, but let's take a closer look at it. Yes, this rare unknown toy figure is Darth Vader. How would you not know Darth Vader? And how could you not find anything on Google that looks like it? The date on the leg of 1977 should give it away to 99% of the people. And it says it's in great shape and comes with all the parts. Well, just at a glance, it's missing the lightsaber and the cape. Other than that, there's nothing else it could even come with. So it's missing everything that it comes with. This is crazy. Let's look at another Craigslist ad. This one we're going to step away from Star Wars and look at another vintage toy line that I'm sure a lot of you love out there, G.I. Joe. And the headline says, old G.I. Joe figure is rare. So there's that word again, rare. And I notice that people like to use the word old when they mean vintage, but they don't want to act like they know what they got. Kind of a way to fool you. They throw old on it, so because they use the word vintage, it comes off as they know what it is. So they're trying to trick you by saying old. Let's read the subject. From my kidhood. Kidhood? Who says kidhood? From my kidhood, I have these unplayed with old G.I. Joe Army action figures. Rare, unplayed with, unopened. Get it now. Let me see. Let me get this right. From his kidhood, he had these old G.I. Joe action figures that he used to play with, but is unopened and unplayed with. Do they even read what they're writing? I don't know if you can see it from the picture here, so let's take a closer look. As you can see, it's not G.I. Joe. It's the little green army man, and it doesn't look vintage at all. Now, I will say it does say G.I. in the corner of the package, USA G.I., but it doesn't say G.I. Joe anywhere on it, and it doesn't even look old. It looks like any set of Army action figures you can pick up at any dollar store. See what I have to put myself through to entertain you guys? Give me a thumbs up. Let's look at another one. Now this one isn't Star Wars related. It's probably my favorite here. It's a vintage Indiana Jones action figure, or as they say, a prototype. That's right, a prototype action figure on Craigslist? Right. Let's see what he says. Rare Indiana Jones prototype action man. Doesn't even call it an action figure. Calls it an action man. He wants $278.99. I guess that's how much he owes for his car payment or something. That's the kind of the exact number. Why not 280 or at least 279, 278.99? He wants that 99 cents. And he writes, very rare. There's that word again, rare. Very rare, unreleased Indiana Jones Action Man figure prototype. Mint. Always mint. There's the other word you got to throw in. Mint and rare. Continue reading. This was used as a sample by Kenner Toy Company and is different from the figure that was released to the stores. Man, I think I just hit a gold mine here. One of a kind. A must for toy fans or Indiana Jones fans. Whew, I was going to make fun of this one. I might have to get this one. It sounds great. Indiana Jones was played by Harrison Ford in all 4 movies. Thanks for the fun fact. I don't know why that was thrown in here. Local pickup only or will ship for an extra $20. So it's local pickup only. He's not going to ship it, but for $20 he will. Why do they say only? This is like the last ad. Again, let's take a closer look at it up close. As you can see, it doesn't even have a head, and it's not a prototype at all. It's just an old Kenner Indiana Jones figure, missing an arm and missing a head. What I find odd is that he has his thumb. This figure is notorious for having a broken thumb. But somehow this figure lost his head and his arm, but the thumb is still intact. But it's not a rare Indiana Jones prototype, and it's not an action man. Now, are you ready? I'm going to give you a second, because this is the dumbest one of them all. So I'm going to give you a second here. I want you to sit down. I want you to, put on your seatbelt if you're in the car. If you sit at home, crack open a beer or whatever you drink. Put your feet up on the ottoman. I want you to take a deep breath, because you're not going to believe this one. I'll give you a few more minutes here. More seconds, I guess. Okay, now that I built this one up so much, it's not even going to be worth talking about. Let's talk about it. Let me read it to you. Let me read it to you here. Starting lineup baseball Kyle Ripken Jr. action figure. Starting lineup, so you know it's a baseball figure. Action figure of baseball player Kyle Ripken Jr. from his rookie days. Got to throw a rookie in there, I guess. I know you throw in mint and rare, but when you're talking baseball or sports, I guess you throw in the word rookie to make it sound like it's worth more. Made by the Starting Lineup Company. Only about 1,000 was made. Only about 1,000 were made because he wasn't famous yet. $300, cash only. Tell me 7 days before picking it up so I can have it ready. Have it ready? What's he got to do? It's a little small action figure. It's not even in the package. What does he mean, get it ready? What's he got to do? Is it so rare that he's got to slowly transport it from upstairs in a glass case, moving it slowly inches at a time? He needs 7 days to get it ready? It's not even in the package. And I don't know if you can tell by looking at the picture here. So let's look at this Kyle Ripken Jr. figure up close. And man, that has to be a rookie figure. Look how young he looks. He looks like he's about 13. And he's dressed like a wizard. And to me, looks like Harry Potter. That one's a joke, right? Somebody put that on as a joke. Please tell me that's not real. And $300? I don't think a Harry Potter action figure or a Kyle Ripken anything has ever sold for $300. Let's see what's next. Let's get back to Star Wars so you know it's going to be rare and it's going to be mint. Let's see. Luke Skywalker Star Wars Vintage Action Figure. I don't believe it. It doesn't say rare or mint. And everything's right. Luke Skywalker, Star Wars, Vintage Action Figure. This is going to be a good one. He wants $500. Let's read the description. This is Luke Skywalker from the first Star Wars movie action figure. Released in 1978. I even got the release date right. Comes with a lightsaber, a belt, and grappling hook. This is a 12-inch one. One of the oldest known Star Wars figures. Well, I guess it is one of the oldest known Star Wars figures, as it was part of the original 12. So there's no figures before that. So I guess this Luke is one of the oldest known Star Wars figures. Now it says $80, but in the description it says $500. That's a big difference. $80, local pickup, cash only. Sorry, no trades. Let's look at this one up close. As you can see, it is a vintage Star Wars Luke Skywalker action figure. And he has Darth Vader's lightsaber. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a fake lightsaber at that. And he does come with a belt and a grappling hook that was made for the 12-inch Luke Skywalker. That big old belt's not going to fit on your Luke Skywalker action figure. They must be doing a lot of drugs before they get on Craigslist. Craigslist. You know what you're going to get on Craigslist, because most of the people selling the old toys on Craigslist are people that got kicked off eBay. Let's look at some Ninja Turtles, or as it says here, Karate Turtle superhero figures. Rare. There it is, rare. $450. Let's read the description. 12 old Karate Turtles superhero, like brand new. Who doesn't know to call them Ninja Turtles? I mean, you don't have to be a fan of the line or know much about it, but you have to know they're called Ninja Turtles. I mean, I can give them the superhero. Maybe they didn't know what they were doing, but to call them Karate Turtles, come on. If you know they're Karate Turtles, then you have to know they're Ninja Turtles. Let's continue reading. If you're looking to start a toy collection, these right here will get you 80% to your start. 80%. So you can buy these 12 Karate Turtles and you're 80% done with the toy. Hey, you let it stand it up. Anyway, so if you buy these figures, you're at 80% of having a toy collection. Hope it doesn't mean a complete toy collection or even a complete Ninja Turtle collection or Karate Turtles. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me continue reading. $450 or we'll trade for a 1972 Ford F-250 hood cap. I'm going to read this again, because I don't really read that good. Maybe I read wrong. Let me read it again. $450 or we'll trade. Yeah. He will trade it for a 1972 Ford F-250 hood cap. You find a hood cap on the side of the road. Why does he want to trade these Karate Turtles for a 1972 Ford hood cap? Now, I don't know anything about cars. Maybe that's a rare hood cap. I didn't even know people even said the word hood cap anymore. I haven't said that word in the last 32 years. Hood cap. Do they even make hood caps anymore? Well, it's 1972, I guess they did. But this guy's going to trade his rare Karate Turtles for a 1972 Ford F-250 hood cap. Not 4 of them, not one for each tire. He only needs 1. I guess he's got them on the other 3 and just needs 1. But let's take a closer look at these Karate Turtles. He says they're like brand new, but look at them. Each one, I think, is missing an arm, a head, or some part of his body. Each one is broke. $450 for some broke turtles? That's one crazy ad. Let's see what we got next. Let's get back to Star Wars now and look at one of the coolest vehicles in the Star Wars universe. Mint. There it is again. Mint Star Wars Returns Speeder Bike. Star Wars Returns Speeder Bike. I'll return the jet. Star Wars Returns. Never heard of that before. Asking $150. Let's read the description. Loose, complete speeder bike from the 1990s. Loose from the 1990s? Anyway, loose, complete speeder bike from 1990. Star Wars Return the Jedi. I'm not going to pick on anybody's writing, because I'll leave out words and spell words all the time wrong. But I think this guy didn't leave something out. I think he thinks the movie's called Star Wars Return the Jedi. Not Return of the Jedi. Star Wars Return the Jedi. I guess that's what the movie was about, or at least he thought, is that somebody had returned Luke Skywalker back to the library or something. This is old and vintage. There's 2 words right there, old and vintage keywords, and worth a lot. Got to throw that in, it's worth a lot. However, I need cash fast, so going to let it go for only $150. What a bargain. One on the box sold on eBay 2 weeks ago for double that. What a bargain. Where's my credit card? I'm getting this one. Let's see. Get it now. I'm about to. Even flip it and make more money. Man, this guy's got some good advice. That's where I go for advice. Craigslist. Is in great shape. Like new. Complete. Does have a little dent on the back left. Well, at least he's honest to tell you about the little dent on the back. Let's take a closer look at this mint complete speeder bike from Star Wars Return Jedi. As you can see, it's nowhere near complete. In fact, I don't think you could take anything else off of it while breaking it. It's missing the seat and handlebar section. and missing the bottom gun. The back flaps, they're normally missing from this toy anyway. This is nothing but the shell of the speeder bike. Everything on Craigslist is rare, mint, complete, and like new. I wish somebody was just honest and be like, here's the old crappy figure of Star Wars. It's all beat up. It looks like hell. $2. Let's look at a Nintendo game. Now, I love Nintendo growing up. I'm sure many of you did also. And I love playing that Star Wars Nintendo game. And now, thanks to Craigslist, I can buy that game and relive the magic. Star Wars Nintendo game in box. Very cool. I like to have that in the box. $80. Not a bad price. Let's read the description. I have in my hands the Nintendo Star Wars game from 1984. Not even going to say anything about that. It's never been opened or played with. That's another key thing you always see on Craigslist, that it's never been played with. What usually means somebody played the hell out of it. The box looks brand new. The CD is clean and shiny. The CD is clean and shiny. CD for Nintendo, 1984. How's the guy not know that Nintendo has a cartridge, not a CD? If you're a fan of the old NES games, this one is a must-have. I think that might be a keyword also, a must-have. $80 or more. Who would put or more? Well, who's going to say, oh, I want to buy that. He wants $80 for it. Well, I'm going to send him an email and tell him I'll give him $100 for it. PayPal me $80 and more plus shipping. And more. He's trying his best to get as much money out of this as he can. Sorry, can't take more pictures because my phone like broke. His phone light broke. Didn't break. It light broke. So in other words, he probably just got this picture off Google and threw it up on the ad. Will ship in 8 to 9 weeks. Was he work for Kenner back in 1980? 8 to 9 weeks? Who takes that long to ship something? I guess he hopes within 8 to 9 weeks, you will forget that you even bought this thing and gets to keep your money. Let's take a closer look at the ad. Yep, here it is, the Star Wars Nintendo game in the box for $80. It's right on it, and you can tell it's a CD case and says Dark Forces. Not only was it not released in 1984, not only is it not for Nintendo, and it's a CD-ROM game for Windows. Whew. Craigslist. It's like the redheaded stepchild of the internet. I think I got, one more. But this one's not a toy. Let's look at someone that was lucky enough to find the original Star Wars movie on VHS. Let's read it. Star Wars movie on VHS. $199. Let's read the description. I mean, maybe it's that rare one that says video rental on it. That's worth a lot of money, actually. Let's see. This is 1977 Star Wars movie on VHS. A videotape. It was in quotations, videotape, in case we don't know what VHS is. This is the rare movie without all that dumb special effects stuff added in the 80s. All that dumb special effects stuff added in the 80s. Let's go on. You can't see this on DVD, Blu-ray, or even laser video. Laser video, sounds like something from the future. This is the only way to see Star Wars as it was seen in 1977. Needs a VCR and a TV to watch it. We don't know that. Who would know that? Who's going to think you'll get the tape and just hold the tape up to your eyes and watch it? Or maybe you can pull the tape out like this and hold it up to the light like it's film. Needs VCR and TV to watch it. Sorry, this is only the movie. TV and VCR not included. $199. This guy had to put in that he's not selling a TV and a VCR with it. Like anyone would be that dumb enough to think it came with the TV and the VCR. Well, it is Craigslist. Let's take a closer look. And as you can see, this is a rare box for a Star Wars VHS movie because it says Star Trek. It's not even one of the Star Trek movies. It's one of the Star Trek episodes. I mean, it says right on the box, Star Trek. How can you get it wrong? How can you think it's Star Wars when it says Star Trek? Hope you guys enjoy me scraping the internet for these ads, because they can drive you crazy. That's a look at some crazy vintage toy ads on Craigslist. Let's pull it up. Well, I'll pull up. There it is. Lot of mint Star Wars toy mint. Now, I've noticed something about these ads that they try to use vague terms. They don't say rare. Well, they say rare. They don't say vintage Star Wars a lot of times. Some of them will, they'll up and up the real ones, but these that's trying to fool people usually try to throw out something like toy mint or make it sound in the headline like they don't know what they're talking about. But let's take a look. A complete set of Hoth Star Wars Empire Strikes Back action figure toy men. See, not going to say action figure, like they don't know. Well, they did say action figure, but they threw in toy men to sound clueless. All are mint and complete. First, I know this picture's hard to see, so let's throw it up a little bigger. I don't see any weapons at all, and even Yoda's missing everything possible. It continues, someone will get these fast. Please email ASAP. I can meet you, or you can come to my home. $400. And look closely, you'll see that Darth Vader not only is missing his cape and lightsaber, his head is broken off. And then down the bottom you have a rebel soldier who also has no head. At least with Vader you get the head loose. You don't even get the head here. You just get a rebel soldier with no head. What happened to his head? $400 for figures that's nowhere near mint. Every one of them's missing something. I mean, or close to it. None have any weapons. None have their capes, cloaks, or anything else. And two of them's missing their head. And one's completely missing the head altogether. $400. Check this one out there. I really love this one here. Star Wars TIE Fighter, old, 1981. Now, I don't know if this person's trying to sound clueless, hoping some other clueless person will buy it, or they just really don't know what they're talking about. This is the TIE Fighter toy as seen in the movie Star Wars. Released in 1977, rare toy. Goes for at least double the amount on eBay. Sadly, I don't have time to eBay it, but maybe you do. Mint. It's a mini rig. A mini rig. Not even released in 1977. It was released for Return of the Jedi line. How do you mix this up with a TIE Fighter? And it says Star Wars TIE figure, not Star Wars TIE Fighter. I think when I read it, I said TIE Fighter. My mind just goes TIE and Fighter together. So Star Wars TIE figure. He wants $150 for this thing. Even if you want this mini rig, it's not even worth $150. And what, it's got some kind of, it got the canopies not even connected to it. It looks like it might be broke off. It's got a little piece laying next to it. Craigslist. The scum and villainy of Star Wars toy sellers. And look at this one. Here's a lot. I always like to look at lots because sometimes you can find a gem hidden in a lot of toys that you don't realize is, you know, the seller doesn't realize what it is. They just threw a whole picture there. But a lot of times you get a lot of cons going on with lot pictures also. So check this one out. Complete Star Wars figure set. All $5,000. $5,000. That's right. It says, this is my Star Wars toys from when I was a kid. Hold it. Hold it. This is another thing I see, especially on the ones that's trying to con people, is it's always from their collection when they were a kid, or my brothers when he had a kid. It's never, you know, they never found it. It's always that it was ones they had, the ones they played with. That's a red sign. Whenever I see someone say, these are the figures I had as a kid, they're trying to sell it, that's a red flag right there. These are my Star Wars toys from when I was a kid. I no longer have time to play with them. He has no more time to play with them? How old is this kid? They are all mint and with their guns. This is every one of the old Star Wars figures from the 80s. Only one missing is one of the Ewoks. But if I can find him, I will add him. Well, that's nice of him to add it. But did you notice the picture? I know it's a little hard to see the photo. We'll try to zoom in on it. Look at this. There's no Star Wars figures at all. I don't even think any of these are from the 80s. These toys are in the picture. Maybe 90s? I mean, I see a Get Smart action figure. I do see what looks like a Admiral Akbar from the Venom line in the 90s, and some kind of eraser looking Jabba. Maybe that's from the 80s. And he says it's every one of the old Star Wars figures. Either this guy's a complete idiot, this guy thinks whoever's going to buy this are complete idiots, or he just uploaded the wrong photos and I give him the benefit of the doubt. And he wants $5,000 for this. Cash only. And the best part, buyer must be wearing a mask. I mean, when he rips you off, he don't want to risk getting the Cornelius virus. Don't blame him. Let's see what else we got next. Now we're going to move on from vintage Star Wars and look at some He-Man toys. Look at this one. He-Man, Masters of the Universe figure. Played with. Another key word right there. He wants $217.82. What an odd number to list him as. Let's see if it's mint and rare. This figure from the He-Man toy line. Sorry, I don't know his name. I believe it might be Bell Ringer or Metal Man. Not 100%. Well, that's not his name for sure, but I kind of like it. Bell Ringer. And I really like Metal Man. That sounds like something that would be in the He-Man line. Like maybe Mattel would have done a He-Man, painted him silver and called it Metal Man. That's some kind of robot He-Man figure. Figure is played with shape, but would still look nice in a collection. Don't miss out on this because he has been loved and played with. Did you see the figure? Sure, he's been played with. Look at him. He's broken apart. He's missing the rubber bands that hold his legs on. His legs aren't even connected to him. This is more than just loved and played with. And $217.82 for a broken He-Man toy? Oh, come on. Now, one of the most collectible toys that come out of the late 80s were, of course, Ninja Turtles. That's right. Thanks to Gallagher, we have Ninja Turtles. What do you mean, Junkman? Thanks to Gallagher? Well, I guess you didn't see my video on that. But it looks like someone's taking to Craigslist to sell his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. I'm sure they were his as a kid and they're mint condition or slightly played with. So let's take a look. Rare, hard to find original Ninja Turtle figures, 80s, $20,000. I have here a set of old Ninja Turtle people, rare and in good shape. There we go again, coding the words just right so it sounds like he doesn't know what he's talking about when he really is just trying to rip you off. Some of these are hard to find and never come up for sale. Believe me, you do not want to miss this. I will meet anyone in the 2554 area code at the rest area off I-35 exit 33, half mile past the Stuckies. Sound like somebody's about to get robbed and murdered at the rest stop on I-35 just a mile from Stuckies. What an odd place to want to meet. Man, I did love some Stuckies when we went on vacation as a kid. That was always a great place to stop for gas and get you one of those invisible ink booklets, you know, where you take the invisible ink to release. Oh, you play Hangman and you do the invisible ink. Love those. But let's get back to the ad. First, he wants $20,000. Now, I'm no expert on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Maybe they go for a lot more than I think they do, but I really doubt any of these are worth $20,000. Let's look at the picture. If you can see it here, they're like the other one that looked at, are broke. Look at all these. They're broke. They're missing parts. They're missing hands. They're missing feet. And what I really love about this ad the best, let's take another look. Larry, put up the picture again. At the bottom, he put a picture of Stuckies, and I hope that's not the Stuckies he's talking about. I hope that's just some random Stuckies picture, so maybe you know what a Stuckies look like. It looks like it's out in the middle of nowhere in some desert. Looks like it hadn't been opened in the last 30 years. I don't know, if you're in the 254 area code, and you're anywhere near the rest area on I-35, go by and take a picture of the Stuckies for me. Let's see, we're going to jump back over to Star Wars now and look at one of the rarest talked about figures ever. Boba Fett with a rocket launcher. Can you believe someone has one of these in mint condition on Craigslist? Rare Boba Fett Star Wars action figure vintage, $27,000. This, the rare Star Wars Boba Fett with the rocket that fires off that you have heard about. One was on Pawn Stars that sold for $89,000. I'm only asking $27,000 because I need to get my car fixed and back some home repairs. Back some home repairs? Other than that, I would not sell. Will not ship, but I will meet and I will come to your house. Rather not give my address out. Be sure to check out the photos so you know what you're getting. Have cash. No bills bigger than $100. No bills bigger than $100? Now I know at least at once they made a $500 bill, and from what I understand, the public never really got a chance to use that. So who do you think's buying this? Government officials? And please, no coins or $1 bills. You think someone's going to show up with $27,000 with $1 bills? He doesn't want to give his address out. He don't want you coming back to his house. And the best part here, he says right here, look at the photos. Look, be sure to check out the photos so you know what you're getting. You notice the photos here? They're just stock photos. One shows the back of the card and the other one just shows, and the other one looks like it's just a picture taken from one of the collector magazines. But he's not lying to you. He says be sure to check out the photos so you know what you're getting. I'm sure he's going to print these photos out, hand them to you, and take you $27,000. I don't know who's more foolish, the person selling this or the one showing up with $27,000 that are all $100 bills or lower, but no $1 bills and no cents, no change, no coins. Doesn't want anyone showing up with a sock full of pennies. Let's see what we have next. Toy superhero airplane, $3. Get an old toy from the superhero line of a ship made for Robin from the Batman TV show. I want $3 or best offer. From the Batman TV... Superpowers, Delta Pro inbox. I want $3 or best offer. Honey, get my checkbook. Whew, sorry about that. I had to go buy something on Craigslist. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, you'll enjoy this one. A rare Star Wars figure. Rare Star Wars. Rare Star Wars figure, not open, 1977. Let's take a look at it. I have a Star Wars Stormtrooper from 1977. It has never been opened and never played with. This is really rare and often sells for a lot of money. At times, even more than what I'm asking for. I want $3,000, firm, no less. Do not offer me anything less. You hear that? $3,000, no less. Don't you offer him anything else. And how rare is this 1977 Star Wars figure? Well, I guess it's kind of rare because I never could find these at Target, but we're looking at the retro Stormtrooper from 2019. He didn't even take the retro sticker off to try to fool anyone. You notice he only put one picture twice. He didn't show the back of the card. I mean, I could see maybe fooling someone if he just should put this photo up like this until they saw it in person. But he didn't even take the retro sticker off. Let's see what else he says. Firm. He's really sticking by that firm. He doesn't even want anybody to offer. I ought to offer him something just to piss him off. Okay, well, let's got two more. Let me try to get through this one, as this is going to be a long read. We have Greedo. Oh, hold on. What's it say? Greedo. Which I guess he assumes Greedo. Greedo. Action figure from Star Wars. But he only wants $25 for it. So, I mean, that's not unreasonable. But let's take a look. I have with me a Star Wars action figure from Star Wars named Greedo. I got this figure in 1996. It's not from the 80s, but the 90s. I got it on November 11th, 1996, after my mother, Gladys, returned from a night shift at Roy's Night in Fun. I was at my grandmother's, Temp, and I was worried I wouldn't get home for the next day's event. Anyway, my mother, Gladys, on her way stopped by a store. I don't recall the name, and picked up this Star Wars toy, plus a bag of balloons, not included in this sale, and her chips, a lottery scratcher, and a pack of Pall Malls. Once she got to my grandmother's, she picked me up. On the way home, we had to stop at the red light, the one that was on the corner of Rex and Main, but as now has been moved. I opened the toy on this very spot and disposed of the package it was in. Once arriving home, I could not play with the toy until the next day, because my mother's ex-boyfriend Robert was there in the yard, upset and yelling because my mother was seen a few nights ago out with Sam Summers, a local musician and country and western singer. Sammy never really had a hit song, but he was somewhat of a local star in these parts around that time. He wrote one song for Tammy Wynette, but she never recorded the song, or her manager never gave it to her. Oh God, it goes on and on. My mother had been out with him a few times, and this did not sit well with Robert, who was often jealous of Sammy Summers, mostly because he got to play bass with 38 Special when they came to town in 1975, and their bass player, Kenny Lyons, took ill after eating what I believe was some bad curry. Play bass for these... Oh, what... Anyway, I never got to play with this toy until the next day, but it always held a special memory for me because a few weeks later, my mom and Robert got married. Anyway, I want $25 for it. Where to even start with this? Do we really need this whole backstory, how he got the action figure, and the whole... I'm kind of intrigued by Sammy Summers and this guy getting to play bass for 38 Special, but do we really need this whole backstory for a 90s Greedo figure that's worth at the most $2? This is incredible. I mean, the more I look at this ad, the more I just want to know more about this guy. Who is Sammy Summers? Who is Rex? I mean, I'm more intrigued with this whole story here than I am the figure he's trying to sell. And the mom ended up marrying the guy that was standing in the yard that was upset because she went on a few dates with this country and western singer that apparently his biggest hit was writing a song for Tammy Wynette that she never even got. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen on Craigslist. This is it. This is probably the wackiest, craziest thing I've ever seen on Craigslist or anyone's list at all. We got one more to end the video with. Let's take a look at this. Rebel Star Wars action figure head. Luke? Not really sure. Found in an old box while moving old toys from my mother's house. This is the head to a Rebel action figure. Could be Luke Skywalker from Star Wars. I believe in snow outfit. Rest of the figure was not found, but the head is in great shape. Doesn't even have a price on here for this. Wait a second. Rebel Star Wars action figure head. Let's go back here. This one's missing a head. They're not even selling from the same location. What is the chances of someone selling a Rebel Soldier action figure with no head and then someone miles away in another state selling a Rebel figurehead? Maybe these two ought to get together and they can glue the head on and maybe sell it on Craigslist to some fool for $8,000. Say it's a rare-headed, no-turn head Rebel Soldier. They might actually get someone to meet them at a Stuckey's. I understand. So, what we're going to do here, I'm just going to look at some ads and kind of weird stuff people's trying to sell on Craigslist, and we'll kind of do like a little commentary about it. You got it?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. This is very cool. I think I saw Jake Paul do it once. It sounds like fun.
It's very simple. Right there. Yeah. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, a lot of people out there watching my videos, they love Larry, so you might get some hate in the comment section.
Hate is just love with a passion.
I think you'll do just fine. I know you're probably a little nervous, but let's get to it. Let's pull up this first one right here. I love how they title these. Two main Star Wars action men. Let's take a look. For $100, I have two Star Wars action figure men that need a new home, asking $100 each. Cash. They are new, never played with, but bought in 1975 by my aunt. Thank you. Can meet, but only on Sunday.
Like, why can they only meet like on Sunday?
Good question. I don't know why they can only meet on Sunday. Maybe they have to go to church first? I don't know.
Remember to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel.
1975. His aunt bought them in 1975. Whoa, she bought them 2 years for Star Wars even came out.
$100? That's more than I paid for my JoJo fidget spinner.
Yeah, $100. And look at them. Vader's missing the cape. Looks like one of them's got a foot that's been chewed up by a dog.
I thought it was chewed up by Tana Mojo.
Maybe so. Okay, let's see here. Let's take a look at another one right here. This one's called Unknown Action Figures. They're asking $200 for it. Apparently, they don't even know what action figures these are from. Take a look. These are old action figures. I'm not sure what they are. Could be from Star Wars or maybe Doctor Who. I had them as a kid and just found them at my mom's, who passed away last week due to COVID-19. She had a heart attack and a stroke a week before, and that put her in bad feelings when she got the COVID. They said it was just too much and she didn't make it. Now I must sell all the stuff she ever had. Asking $200, but we'll make a deal. Also have a yellow bird with cage I need to sell ASAP.
Oh my God, selling a cute little yellow bird?
Yeah, they have a yellow bird he wants to sell with cage. It's kind of odd little thing to throw in there then. Make a separate list.
I guess that's what you call killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah. Well, they say got to sell everything his mom ever had. Ever had? Man, talk about a hoarder. She had to sell everything she ever had. She had to sell everything she ever had. And look at these figures. As I see a Han Hoth with no head, a Royal Guard with his cape ripped off, a 2-1B legs tore apart. Luke Skywalker looks like somebody took a shit on his face. 3PO's legs just hanging out, and I think I see an Emperor arm just laying in the picture, and the Bespin Guard has no head. This is just too much.
Mother died after having a heart attack and a stroke thanks to COVID-19.
Well, it was COVID related. Okay, let's pull up another one here. See what this one is. Oh, I think you all like this one, especially if you're a Star Trek fan. Check out these the Star Trek Gorn figures. the Star Trek and... Oh.
Thanks, Junkman. Think about what you want to say before you say it.
I know. I need to edit this stuff out, but I get lazy. I just leave it in.
Don't forget to smash that like button.
Anyway, check out this Star Trek Gorn figure and other Star Trek figures. They write, I have a Star Trek with classic TV show action figures from the late 60s. They are Kirk, Spock, and Leroy. Plus the alien Gorn from the Star Trek TV show. Asking only $400, cash only, no coins, no bills under $20.
The only Star Trek I watch is Discovery, so maybe I'm confused, but who is Leroy?
Yeah, I'm not sure who Leroy is. I know Kirk, I know Spock. Leroy must be one that later season I never did watch.
$400? It's cheaper to do a daily vlog.
Yeah, $400. And nothing under $20 bills. Cash only, no coins. These people are really strange with their descriptions and what they will and won't take.
And although I'm not really sure what a Gorn is, I don't think that is a Gorn.
You're right, Primetime Charlie. That's not a Gorn. That's from Clash of the Titans. Let's take a look at another one real quick here and see what this one is. Oh. This one. This one here. Star Wars Death Star playset. By just reading the title, you think that's simple, right? Wouldn't you?
Sure, and if your viewers know what it is, smash that like button.
I agree, but $900 and take a look. They write, this is an old playset of the Star Wars Moon Space Station. It looks broken, but it's not put together yet. This thing has a lot of pieces, but you can get told how to put it together on the internet. Sorry, I don't know how. Asking $900. They can go over $300 on eBay. Great deal. First, he called it a moon space...
$300 on eBay? He selling for $9?
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that either, Primetime Charlie. He says they go for $300 on eBay, and he's selling it for $900. It's a great deal. Maybe someone in the comments can explain that one to me. Anyway, he called it a moon space station. I guess he didn't believe Obi-Wan when he said, that's no moon. Let's see if there's anything else to make fun of here. Oh, he says not put together. They didn't even put it together for taking the picture.
Well, he said you can watch a blog and figure out how to do that.
Yeah, he just said we can look up how on the internet. You can find anything on the internet. But as many of you probably can tell from the picture, that's not a Death Star playset. That's the Vader Star Destroyer playset ship. Wacky Craigslist. Okay, check out this one here. I'm not sure if he spelt the name wrong or this is how he thought it was. And to be honest, it sounds like something the He-Man team would come up with. Skeleton. Not skeleton, not Skeletor, skeleton. I can kind of see that sounds like something they would come up with. But he's selling skeleton and robot toy. Check it out. He writes, I have an action figure of Skeleton and Robot Man for sale. They are out of the box but in good shape. But they do not stand up on their own, but will stand if you hold them. Asking $2 cash or will trade for any tools. They won't stand up unless you hold them. Well, anything's going to stand up if you put your hand on it and hold it up.
Well, I will say you only wanted $2 for them. That doesn't sound like a bad deal at all to me.
Yeah, he'll trade them for $2. And let me look at the picture again. See, one He-Man has no legs. He's got the Hordak guy. His legs all broke off. The robot is missing an arm. Skeleton's missing a chest plate and everything. Whiplash looks like he might be in good condition. And I can't tell who the other one is. But he's only asking $2. And when it comes to Craigslist, that's pretty cheap. Because everyone sees anything that's retro, old, Star Wars, or just something from the 80s, and they jack up the price by 100%. Yeah, I said 100%. Okay, let's check out this one here. And if you're a fan of The Mandalorian, you're a big fan of Baby Yoda, aren't you?
Oh my god, I love Baby Yoda. He's so cute. I love him as
Yeah,
much
you
as I
might
love
like this
Kate
one here
Bud.
because it's got Baby Yoda on it. Here's old Star Wars toys and a Baby Yoda. The seller writes, I have some Star Wars toys from when I was a little kid and a brand new Baby Yoda action figure. The hard to find one. It's been opened but never touched. Asking $300 or we'll take $290. No shipping, no trading, no hassle, no dice. Where do we even start with this one? First, he's going to sell it for $300, but he's going to give us a deal at $290. $290. Save $10. What a deal, dude. Thank you.
Oh my cocky, that's not even Baby Yoda.
Yeah, that's not even Baby Yoda. That's a Yoda action figure from, I think, the Clone Wars line. None of those figures are from the old Star Wars toys, and you have an Anakin Skywalker missing a head, and General Grievous missing everything but the legs and chest, and Mace Windu's even missing his head. Are these people crazy?
I'm kind of confused. It's out of the box, but he said it's never been touched. How did he get it out of the box?
That's right, Primetime Charlie. He said it's never been touched. He says out of the box. Who took it out of the box and didn't touch it? That's some great skills right there. Let's take a look at another one. Where we? Oh, you guys will love this one here. You guys will love this one. Toy underwear for sale and feet. Take a look. The seller writes, I have some underwear action figures. They are good if you need them. I also have a pair of feet and legs, but they do not match. This is great if you want to make your old toys look better. I'm asking $100. Please no text, no phone calls, no emails.
Did he say underwear for action figures?
Yeah, he said action figures. I think he just meant action figure underwear. But this is the whole waist area of the G.I. Joe figures, just missing all the parts except for the pants area. Crazy. And he's asking $100. But he's also saying, don't you text him, don't you call him, don't send him an email. How are you going to buy it? How are you going to meet this guy and give him money if you can't? Oh, these people.
These are odder than the people I met at VidCon.
You don't have Craigslist on Tatooine?
No, I don't have anything like that. But we do go around in Sandcrawler and try to sell worthless junk for outrageous prices to the locals.
Well, that sounds about the same if you ask me. What else did he say? Oh, he has a pair of feet or legs. They don't even match.
Listen up, my sisters. I need you to smash that like button.
Oh, they just get worse and worse. Now check this one out here. He-Man action figure. Unplayed. Sounds simple, right? Check it out. He writes, I have an action figure of He-Man from the cartoon that has never been opened. I'm asking $77 because that's all I need. We'll meet at the Kroger parking lot or at a stop sign on Terry Avenue past the burned down gas station. Only meet during day hours. Will not meet anyone after 10 p.m. and before 4 a.m.
Now, call me crazy because I live on a planet with dual suns, but isn't it still dark at 5 a.m.?
Yeah, I guess he'll meet you at 5 a.m. To me, that's still dark, I think. Crazy. But he's only asking $77 because that's all he needs. I guess he's got to pay a bill or something.
These people always want to meet in person. That sounds sketchy to me.
Yeah, he'll meet you at Kroger or the burned down gas station.
Remember to subscribe to the channel and smash that like button.
But the best thing about this, it's not even He-Man figure. It doesn't even look like He-Man. It even says WCW Ric Flair. Are you a Ric Flair fan?
Does he do travel vlogs with the Nolan twins?
Woo! Yeah, that's something I know about Ric Flair. I think he says that. Let's look at another one here. It just gets stupider on stupider. For $50, you can get this Star Wars toy ship. The seller writes, have a spaceship from the movie Star Wars from 1977. This is played with, as it was mine when I was a kid. Asking $50. Sorry, do not have to figure that goes inside. Maybe you do. E-me.
What does it mean to e-me?
Yeah, I guess that's his way of saying email me.
Oh, that's so cute. I'm going to start saying that. I love it.
I figured you like that. So let's see what we got here. We got a spaceship from 1977. No, we don't. We got a canopy from the battle-damaged X-Wing fighter. And be honest, I'm just guessing it's the battle-damaged one. It's probably most likely the one from the 90s. Asking $50. It's just the canopy, and this guy thinks it's the ship.
Well, at least he's honest about not having the action figure that goes inside.
That's true. That's true. At least he admits he doesn't have the figure to go inside. I don't know how you would get a figure to go inside a canopy. Let's look at one more, shall we? One more. Let's go down here and look at this one here. One more.
Don't forget, after you smash that like button, go buy some merch.
Got to save the best for last, right? If you got $60, maybe you can go on Craigslist and get this. Great deal. It's a brand new Star Wars Millennium Falcon. Check it out. Oh, excuse me, it's not a Millennium Falcon. Let me start over. This is my Star Wars Medallion Falcon I used to play with all the time as a kid. It looks new, never played with, and is almost 100% complete. You will never find one that looks better than this. Go ahead and try and then come back and hope I have not sold it. At time I can only take cash. Maybe we'll take money order next week. Have to see if I find my ID. Also, due to work, it's hard to meet up. If you are in a hurry, leave your money and a note saying what you are buying in an envelope and place it on the side of the bridge on Turker Road. At the end of the bridge, go unused, by the rock and burnt pipe. I will put the Falcon there after I pick up the money. I have had 5 people already call me about getting this. It will go fast. Hurry. But it now. But it now.
The guy that wrote this ad seems more confused than James Charles at a JoJo concert.
You're right, Primetime Charlie. I don't even know where to start with this one. Let's see. Let's start at the beginning. The name. The Medallion Falcon. Well, I'll be honest, I kind of like that, the Medallion Falcon. I kind of like that name, so I'm not going to pick on that one. He says it's new, never played with, but he says it's from 1977. And then he said he had it as a kid. And he used to play with it as a kid, but it says it was never been played with. Do they even read what they're writing? And he says it's almost completed, almost 100% complete. I guess 99, but you don't say almost 100%. That's just... this is just too much. Okay, let's see what else we're going to do.
Well, whoever this guy is, I hope he finds his ID.
That's right. He'll take a check, or he'll take a money order if he finds his ID. And apparently he's so busy at work that if you're in a hurry to get it, he wants you to put your money, your $600 in an envelope, put it by a bridge, by a burnt pipe and a rock,
Sketch.
and then come back later and he'll have the Falcon there waiting for you.
This sounds more sketchy than the time Sean Dawson tricked James Charles into giving his ad money when all along he knew Tana Mojo had it.
You said it, Primetime Charlie. We will just start. Let me pull it up here. First up, we got a guy selling a Star Trek ship. Let's read what it says. I have a Star Trek ship from when I was a kid in 1994. My brother and I played with it, so it's not new, but it still lights up. It still lights and will fly. See photo, asking $300. Not a penny less. Not a penny less. You hear me? This guy's not taking anything less. $300, that is it. A Star Trek ship. To me, call me crazy. Call me crazy. It looks like a Star Wars Millennium Falcon. Doesn't look like this comes from Star Trek. But hey, just a Star Wars nerd. What can I tell you? What else did he say? He got it in 1994. Him and his brother played with it in 1994. Now I can understand maybe this was the 95 Hasbro edition that was released. But no, it's clearly a 1978 Falcon. And like new. Oh, it's not new, but it still lights up. The Falcon never would light up. There was no light in the Falcon, so how does it still light up? What did you do? Go into it in 1994 and add some lights to it? And this thing is missing the cockpit, missing the radar disc, missing the cannon at the top. I'm sure it's missing more once you open that sucker up, take the back panel off. I'm sure it's missing the Jedi ball. Everybody's missing Jedi balls. That doesn't sound all right. $300 for this? You probably pick up one mint condition. For $100 if you're lucky. Let's go on to the next one, because this is 5 figures. 5 Star Wars figures from the 1980s. You right? Let's take a look at this. Asking only $700. Here are 5 Star Wars figures from when I was a kid. Good shape, but Luke is missing his lightsaber. They are Luke Skywalker with hat, R2-D2, and 3 other robots. Asking $700 or $175 each. Sold as set only. Email me, please, but please wait at least 6 to 8 weeks for reply. Where do I start with this one? Let's start with Luke Skywalker with his hat. Okay, he doesn't have a hat. It doesn't come off or anything. I guess it's technically a helmet, but you don't have to say Luke Skywalker with a hat. And it says he's missing his lightsaber. Okay, I give you that. He also would say Luke Skywalker or R2-D2. Well, look at the R2-D2. I don't care which one. There's 4 of them up here, although he says there's 3 other droids. Somehow he doesn't know all 4 of these are R2-D2. And they're all in horrible. The figures I dug up from my childhood about a year or 2 ago were in better shape than this. This thing looks like he put them in a dog's mouth for about 6 months straight. These things look horrible. And again, they're all R2-D2. And he says he's asking $700 or $175 each. Now, my math is correct. $175, I'm going to carry the 1. That's $700. That's $700. But then he says he's only selling it as a set. So why tell us how much they are a piece? And the end of it really gets me. Wait 6 to 8 weeks for a reply. That's worse than when you order something off the TV back in the 80s. Why does it take him so long to apply for email? Good Lord, does he get that many emails? It's going to take him. He has to take 6 to 8 weeks to even reply to your email. Gee, I hate to have you have a question. It'd take you half a year just to order one of these figures. Let's go to the next one, guys. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There's a theme too you'll notice in these. A lot of times they'll use the word old. Vintage, they'll know. Old, they'll throw in there to act like they want to call them vintage, but they act like the old is a key word for vintage to act like they don't know any better. Try to trick the buyer. Oh, this guy doesn't know what he has. That's another one. Toy from my childhood. That's another good one. They always say that one. And they always act vague where they think it's complete, but maybe not sure. That way they can, if you get it and it's not complete, they can say, well, I thought it was. The Star Wars old toy figures, $75. Here are some Star Wars figures I had as a kid, not sure year, around 1988 or maybe 1993. They are like news, as I got them as a gift and hardly ever played with them because I was too old for toys at the time. Looking to sell as a set for $75, or I would sell each for $75 if needed. Please contact me. Use the subject line, Toys at Noon, so I know it's not spam. I don't even know where to start with some of these. Okay, he says either from 1988 or 1993. That's a big gap. He's not saying in between. It's either that year or the other year. And it's like new. Of course, it was a gift. He knew he was too old to play with them, but he don't know what year he got them. He don't know if he got, I mean, that's a big age difference to get toys in 88 and 93. Let's see here. He said he was too old for them. He wants to sell them as a set, $75. But he's such a nice guy. He will sell them to you for $75 each if you just want one of them. Oh, then the oddest is please contact him, but use the subject line, Toys at Noon. Now, I first saw this, I thought, okay, maybe that's his toy store or handle or something. No, I couldn't find anything else related to Toys at Noon. It's like some kind of code word. It's like one of those war movies you watch where somebody, is talking over a radio and they're using codes, the bird flies at dawn or something like that. Toys at Noon? Must be another guy that gets a lot of email too. He just got so much email he has to have a subject line so he knows you're emailing about these toys. Okay, let's look at 3 vintage Star Wars figures. Check this one out. 3 Star Wars old vintage Kenner figures. $1 or trade only. I have, for trade only, 3 Star Wars figures from 1977. One is Luke Skywalker, the other is Yoda, and the last is a rebel soldier guy. All are like new and have some of their weapons as far as I know. I'm not looking to sell, trade only. Please check what I'm looking for. Best you even think of contacting me. I don't know. These figures are worth about $50 to $100 each, so keep that in mind. We'll get to his trading list in just a second, but let's break down the rest of this. First, threw in the word old around vintage. Got to throw that in there. So he has 3 figures from 1977. Well, looking at this, I see an Ugnut, which he thinks is Yoda, and that's not from 1977 because there was no figures or toys released in 1977. He has a Luke, but it wasn't 1977 or even 78. This is the Return of the Jedi Luke, so we're talking 83. And he has a Rebel soldier guy. He has a painted Death Squad commander that someone has painted, and it's not even painted to look like a Rebel soldier, so I don't even know where that's coming from. It does say it's like new. Look at them. Look, they've been kicked around the concrete. Has some of the weapons. I don't see any weapons in this picture at all. Maybe he's got some weapons. As far as he knows, he has all the weapons for him. Okay. Let's talk about his trading list. Let's pull this back up and take a look. Here's what he's looking for. A counter stop stove from 1981. GE brand. I'm not sure what a counter stop stove is. Moonlighting Season 2 on DVD. CB radio return dial. Honda 1987 red dirt bike. Left leg crutch. Leather baseball glove from 1975 or 1978. Working early 1980s VCR or Betamax machine, and a Wi-Fi router that works super fast. A stove. He wants to trade his figures for a stove. Moonlighting Season 2 DVD. Just see. This has to be just a joke, right? This has to be a joke. CB radio with a turn dial. Does that even work anymore? Can you even contact anybody on that? Honda 1987 red dirt bike. He don't care. It has to be red. It has to be 87. Has to be Honda. A left leg crutch. I guess he's walking around with the right side. He needs a left one. A leather baseball glove, 75 or 78. What's the difference? Why not a 76? What was it? Is he trying to collect every leather baseball glove from every year that has made one, and he needs those too? A working 1980s VCR or Betamax machine? I can see that. And a Wi-Fi router that's fast. He wants one that's super fast. Apparently, he's having a slow time putting his ads up on Craigslist. Crazy. Let's go to the one that's not Star Wars. It's more He-Man, but this guy doesn't know that. Check this one out. Space robot toys, $130. I have 2 robot action figures from around 1984. They are in good shape and still fun to play with. I'm asking $130 for the set. I'm not sure if that's a good deal or a bad deal. They must be hard to find because I searched the World Wide Web and could not find anything other figures that even look like this. Contact me for PayPal and your best offer if you feel 130 is too low. Let's break this one down here. First, 2 robots. Okay, I guess technically they're both robots, so one's many faces. He could be a monster or a human. They're not just robots, they're He-Man for the Masters of the Universe collection. Asking $130 for the set. The robot one's missing his arm, missing his hand anyway. He's not sure if that's a good deal or a bad deal. Right. He said he's looked over the World Wide Web. Who uses that term anymore? Who's used that term since 1997? The World Wide Web. Oh, and he said he couldn't find any pictures that matched anything that looked like these. How hard could it be to search these 2 and at least not find a Man-at-Arms figure? Yeah. We'll take PayPal. And if you feel that his $150 is a little low, because it might be rare, you can offer him more and he'll take it. Oh, what a nice guy. Let's go for one more right here. Now this one, I wasn't sure. I felt creepy. This one just made me feel creepy. And it's not really a toy for sale, so maybe it doesn't fit into this video. Let's take a look. Star Wars toy playset from 1980 photo. Selling a photo of me as a kid in 1980 on Christmas Day. In photo is a picture of the 1980 Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back playset. With figures in photo of Yoda and another figure. This would look great. I guess it means this would look great framed and hanging in any room. Color is bright and clean. Was taken with flash camera. Not staged. Really took in 1980. Email me for more details or if you have vintage kid photos for trade. This is just odd, man. This is odd. Let's break this down. First, he's not selling the Dagobah playset or the figures on top. He's selling a photo of who says him. He's selling a photo of this kid on Christmas looking at him. The photo's always selling here. Let's take a look at the ad. Empire, he got that part right. Yoda or another figure. That's Luke Skywalker, an X-Wing pilot outfit. Come on, it's not that hard. He said it would look, well, he said it would love. It looks, I guess he means it looked great framed. Who would buy this off Craigslist? Frame it, hang it on their wall. Some lonely person with no family is like, yeah, that's my cousin right there or something. Just act like that's his family member or something. That is creepy. Hang it in a room. Let you know it was taken with a flash camera and it's bright color. Looks good. Really, it wasn't staged. This isn't a fake 1980 photo. And the creepiest thing is all it says, you can email him if you have photos of vintage photos of kids to trade with him. What kind of trading group is this guy belong to where they trade old pictures of kids from the 80s? I don't even want to, I just have to go. I don't even want to talk about it. Just clicking on that one is probably on some FBI list right now. But let's look at something rare. The description of this thing's right, I believe. Let's take a look. Rare Luke as Stormtrooper figure. $25,000. Very rare, very mined action figure of Luke Skywalker dressed as a Star Wars Stormtrooper in the Star Wars toy line. Released late in the series in 1985, it did not see well as kids already had a Luke or a Stormtrooper, so no reason to buy it. There are only a known number of them still in the package. This is like new, asking $25,000, but one just sold on eBay for about $45,000, but I hate using eBay. No payment plans and no trading. Well, it's a nice looking figure. To me, actually, the figure looks a little too clean. If this is the real photo, looks like it might be a custom card. But let's look at the description. Let's see. It's very rare. Okay, that's a rare figure. I give you that. It's not extremely rare, but it's Luke Skywalker dressed as a Star Wars stormtrooper. That's right. Released in '85. He's right about that. Pretty good. But he said kids didn't want to buy it because kids that already had Luke didn't want to buy it, and kids that already had stormtroopers didn't want to buy it. So no kids bought it. I don't think that's why the toy didn't sell well. I mean, we're talking '85 when kids were out of buying Star Wars toys. Any kids still in the buying Star Wars toys would have loved this figure. Trust me. Only a known number of them still in the package. That's not true. They're easy to find, although they are rare. I mean, they are pricey. It's like new. Everything's like new. Hey, but he's making a deal. He saw one sell on eBay for $45,000, but he's gonna let you have this one for $25,000. But sorry, no payment plans. You got to pay in full, and no trading. If you give the other guy, if you got a stove, that's not like that. He's not looking for a stove or anything. Now let's just get into the wacky. Here goes. Check this out. Bill Clinton action figure, $33. This is the famous Bill Clinton action figure released in 1996. Still works. Wind him up and watch him cut the national debt in half, or just watch him ruin a blue dress. Get this today, and you may never see it again. I hope I never see it again. That is disturbing. Now, I'm not going to break down there because I don't know what he's saying. I don't know what he's saying is right or wrong about this thing, but that thing is creepy, and I just had to add it in this video. Let's go to the next one because I do not want to look at Bill Clinton's penis anymore. Let's go to another He-Man toy. Or is it a Star Trek toy? Take a look. Alien Lizard Star Trek toy, $80. This is an alien lizard from the TV show Star Trek. Very family episode where captain of the USA starship has to fight this alien lizard or he would be left on an unknown planet. I'm asking $80, but could take $75. Also will need a $15 local pickup fee. Where do I start with this one here? Alien Lizard. One thing is kind of from the He-Man, but them arms are from a different figure. I think it's from the Hordak figure. Says it's from Star Trek, a very family episode. Not really sure what he means by that. And he says he has to fight the captain of the USA starship. But he only's asking $80, but he's a nice guy, so he will take $75. But he does need a $15 local pickup fee. I have never, ever come across an ad where somebody wants a local pickup fee. Not like this thing weighs 2 tons and he's got to rent a semi-truck to get it to him. We're talking about a He-Man figure here. Oh, just crazy. Let's look at one more. And at least this guy's not trying to make $1. At least this guy's going to give you some vintage Star Wars figures free. Can't beat that. Hell, I was tempted to contact this guy right here. But let's look at these figures he's got for free. Old Star Wars figures free. Here are about 10 Star Wars figures I had as a kid, and I'm looking to give them in Lena, Mississippi area on January 14th, and could pick me up at my house at 9:45 a.m. and take me to 2741 Trade Mill Road in Canton, Mississippi, and back home before 6 p.m. the same day. In return for the trip, I will give you these new old Star Wars figures that are worth a lot. How much, I'm really not sure, but they have to be worth more than a full tank of gas in your time. I'm sure you could sell off just one to make your money back and then some. Email only between 7 a.m. and 7:30 a.m. Thanks. Okay, this is just too crazy here. Okay, so they're free. He says 10. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. It's not about 10. It is 10 of them, it looks like. Some okay looking figures. I mean, they're missing a lot of stuff there. They're free, not bad. But here's the catch. You have to pick him up at his house in Linda, Mississippi. I'm not sure where Linda, Mississippi is. If you're there and you want 10 figures, there you go. But you have to take him from there to Cannon, Mississippi. I'm not sure how far that drive is. Hopefully it's not that far, because you have to pick him up at 9:45 and have him home at his house by 6 p.m. Not sure what he's going to do when he gets to Cannon. But you have to wait for him to get done what he's doing so you can get him back home by 6 o'clock. And if you're going to email him to set up this strange meeting, you only can email him between 7 a.m. and 7:30. Why? I mean, it's not like a phone call where somebody will hear the phone ring. Is this some kid trying to run away? I don't understand what this is. I have to know what's in Kenton, Mississippi so much that he has to get there that he's going to give away Star Wars figurines. Oh, yeah, I said figurines. Hate that word, and I like to say it. Odd, I know. But he said you could sell one and maybe get back tank of gas, so that's good. So I guess we'll just jump in it to number one. Got number one. Well, no, I don't know why I said number one. It's not like a top 10 or anything. But the first one, we're going to look at the first one of what I should have said. Mint old Star Wars action figures for sale. $350. I have a sale of 3 hardly touched or played with action figures from when I was a kid. I'm missing the guns, but the figures are like new shape and only played with a few times. Like new. Only played with a few times. Larry, pull that picture back up. Let's first state the obvious. Han Solo's missing his head! And look at that Luke Skywalker. Looks like someone stuck it up a chicken's butt, rotated it 360 degrees, and pulled it back out. That has definitely been played with. $350! $350! That dog don't hunt. Okay, let's look at another one right now. Now this was, I guess, kind of Star Wars related, but it's just a picture. A picture of Harrison Ford. That's right, you can buy an 8x10 picture of Harrison Ford. Take a look. Beautiful 8x10 photo of Harrison Ford, $99. I have a nice glossy photo of actor, well, it says action, but I guess they meant actor, Harrison Ford from Star Wars, Indiana Jones, The Color of Money, Witness, Blade Runner, and more. Would be great for Harrison Ford to sign if you meet him. We'll also include a photo frame, not shown in the picture here, asking $99 or best offer. Where do I start with this one? Let's start with the obvious. Harrison Ford was not in The Color of Money. Why would you put that? He's not even one that looks like Harrison Ford. At least you do get a free frame. $99, not even signed or anything. And then we'll talk about the obvious, of course. That's not Harrison Ford. That's Robert Urich from Ice Pirates. Robert Urich. I'll give you, he's the poor man's Harrison Ford. I give you that. What are these Craigslist people smoking? And how do I get me some? Whew, let's look at another. G.I. Joe action figure for sale, $50. I have an old G.I. Joe I used to play with as a kid. He is in great, like new shape and never played with. Hard to find and extremely rare. Sergeant Rick is the name, and he's one of the popular guys. $50, but open the talks, email me. I'm not even going to say anything about how this action figure looks like it's wearing a wig. But G.I. Joe, come on, just because it's an army guy doesn't mean it's G.I. Joe. And I admit I don't know a lot about G.I. Joe, but I've never heard of anyone called Sergeant Rick. $50 for this thing. And if you notice, all these Craigslist ads, or most of them you find, will always say, like new. That's like keywords. They're always like new. They always say play with as a kid or something. They always want you to know it's just from their personal collection when they had a kid. That's just a way to fool you. Trust me, just a way to fool you. But the Sergeant Rock, you are no G.I. Joe. I'd rather play with an Action Man. I'm just playing. No one wants to play with Action Man. You know, I always try to say the best for last, but this one maybe I should have put last. This is, out of all the videos I've done, this by far is the craziest, stupidest, screwed up one I've ever seen. This is it. This is without a doubt the dumbest Craigslist ad. Did I say ad? The craziest Craigslist ad I've ever seen in my life. Let's look at it. Star Wars Droid Robot Toy, $300. This is a rare robot toy from Star Wars movies. Released in 1977, the date on the toy says 1979. I don't know his name, sorry. He is a hard toy to find even for those Star Wars collectors. Asking $300 or we'll take $390. Where do I even start with this one? first. $300. But they'll take $390. What kind of offer is that? Who's going to offer more than they're asking for it? It's a robot. He doesn't know the name of it. Just knows it's from Star Wars. It's a damn pair of pliers. It's not even from Star Wars. It's not a robot. I don't know if someone just uploaded the wrong picture and screwed up. I don't know what. Or they really think someone's going to fall with this and think this is a Star Wars robot figure. It's crazy, man. But it's going to get even I don't know if it's going to get crazier than that, but it's still going to get dumb. Let's take a look. Selling 2 old Star Wars action figures, $108. Selling 2 hard-to-find Star Wars action figures from the 80s. One is called a Jawa, and the other one's called Claymore. Both released in 1980. Asking $107.43, because they are kind of hard to find nowadays. Email me with the subject line, Delta3698. Let's talk about that price, too. $107.43. Why do you need that 43 cents, really? And to send him an email with the subject line Delta3698, it's got to be a code for something. This has to be some kind of money laundering code or drug deal or something. Claymore! Who? I've watched a lot of Star Wars. Now, I admit I don't read the EU and I stick mostly to the live action films, but I don't remember anyone in Star Wars named Claymore. If I'm wrong, let me know. Claymore? Yeah. It's just a Jawa and an empty cloak. You can just tell in the picture it's an empty cloak. Okay, here's another photo for sale. Finished photo of my cool man on a motorcycle, $30. Have finished photo of a cool man on his motorcycle, taking around 1963. Was in a stack of family photos, asking only $30. Local pickup only. That's William Shatner! Yes, I give you William Shatner's a cool guy. And it's a cool guy on a motorcycle, so you're not wrong. Is it just me? That's William Shatner, right? Larry, pull that up again. That's William Shatner with a hog between his legs, sitting on a motorcycle. $30. Local pickup only. Yeah. I guess they think, hey, they're gonna think they found something because I didn't say it was William Shatner, so I'm gonna get me a good deal. It's just a photo. Just a photo, too. Take a look at this. Bob Fortune, Star Wars action figure, now on Boba Fett show, $99. This Bob Fortune, a character from Star Wars and The Return of the Jedi from 1983. Back then it was a minor play, but he is now a major player in Boba Fett, the TV show. Due to this, he is now in very high demand. He is complete and has all his things, asking $99, or will take trade for used women high heel shoes. Again, I don't know where to start with this. Let's first, Bob Fortune. Bob Fortune is his name. He's from Star Wars and The Return of the Jedi. Now, I don't know if they're saying Star Wars and the movie Return of the Jedi, or is this their way of saying, like, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Star Wars and The Return of the Jedi? I don't really know what's going on there. And he's asking $99, but he will make a trade if you have used women high heel shoes. Not new, used. This is some kind of pervert list, I guess. I don't know what this is. This is some kind of sick, some way to meet other perverts that like to sniff women's shoes, I guess. I don't know. Bob Fortune. Sounds like a character I would come up on this show. And it says he's from the new show Boba Fett, so at least this person is keeping up with Star Wars, but they couldn't figure out the name. I don't even think it's, you know, how you type something wrong and it retypes it for you when you're on your phone or something. I don't even think that happened. Bob Fortune. Boba Fett. I'm enjoying that Boba Fett. Are y'all enjoying that Boba Fett show? Is it just me? I'm enjoying it. It's not the best Star Wars, not the worst, but I'm really enjoying it. Larry, what you think? You enjoying that Boba Fett show?
And it's okay. I'm enjoying it, but there are some problems with it. What was with those scooters with those bright colors? Oh, give me a break. And come on, can we talk about Boba Fett? You know what I like to call him? Boba Fett. Get it? Boba Fett. You know, because he's gained weight. He's fat now. I took the word Boba Fett and I changed the E to an A. Boba Fett.
Okay, this next one's not really Star Wars or even movie related, but I thought you'd get a kick out of it. Jeff Bezos action figure, $100. I found this Jeff Bezos action figure at a yard sale. He is the founder of Amazon, and I believe the figure was only made for employees as a gift if they hit their goal. He is in great shape and hard to find, as it was never released to buy, asking only $100. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, has an action figure apparently, and is in mint condition. Larry, pull up a closer look at that mint condition. Oh my God, looks like somebody took an ice pick to silly putty. I don't know exactly what this figure is. I was thinking maybe it's really Professor X, but I'm not really sure. You guys probably know. I know it's not a Jeff Bezos. And the one thing I know 100%, that thing is not mint. Look at that face. It's got a big hole in his head or something. That is probably the creepiest, worst looking action figure head I've ever seen in my life. That's just weird, man. Just weird. But you think that's weird? Check out this. Old, like new Star Wars toy men, $900. I have 4 like new Star Wars action figure men looking to sell and will trade for other old Star Wars figures from the 80s if they're still in the box. These are great and I think any little kid has ever touched them, asking $900. Or trade. Never know where to start with some of these. First off, he wants to trade them for old Star Wars figures in the box. So he wants to trade these figures, looks like the 90s, maybe early 2000s, with no heads on them, and trade them for vintage Star Wars figures still in the package. Either the people on Craigslist are really, really dumb, or the people buying stuff on Craigslist is really, really dumb. It makes me want to post one of these stupid ads without a head on a figure and see if somebody buys it for $100. How much is that? $900! I didn't... No! $900! Jesus. I could almost buy my own ship for that. But then again, who's going to fly it? Me? Well, you bet. I'm not such a bad pilot yourself. I don't got to sit here and listen to this Okay, sorry. We got one more to get there. We got one more. Oh, crazy. We've got one more to get through. So let's try to get through this. Got it right here. I don't know about this, man. Here it is. Super rare cape for Jawa Star Wars figure. $2,500. If you know anything about Star Wars, you know the cape for Jawa action figure is rare, as most never had cape. This cape is worth a lot, and I have it. Sorry, no Jawa figure, but they are easy to find. It's the cape that is rare. I was going to ask $5,000 for it, cause that is what they mostly go for on eBay. But my cousin Ralph told me I could go on the show Pawn Stars and get about $10,000 for it. But my Aunt Baby said it was best to sell it cheaper to someone that would love it. So now I'm asking $2,500. A great deal, but I might go up to $5,000 soon, cause Thelma said I could get that easy. Email me your phone number and we will talk about how you can give me money. A Jawa cape. $2,500. But you're getting a deal thanks to cousin Ralph. Way to go, Ralph. Ralph wanted to go on Pawn Stars and sell it for $10,000. But it was Aunt Baby who talked him down to selling it for so cheap. But, Thelma's trying to get him to go somewhere in the middle. This is like the second time we've done one of these and somebody has to share their life family story in it. No one cares who your cousin, your aunt, and Thelma is. And then he wants you to send an email so you can talk about how to give him money. I don't know. I'm just going to say there must be a lot of meth heads on Craigslist. It just gets crazier. Every time I do one of these videos, it just gets crazier and crazy. I just can't do it. Anyway, that's a look at stupid Craigslist ads. Anyway, that's a look at stupid Star Wars Craigslist ad. There, get it out. I want to thank you for watching. Let me know what stupid ads you've seen, or maybe you think, hey, some of these aren't stupid. They're pretty cool. How can I contact the person? Sounds like a good deal. At least they didn't ask you to meet them behind the Stuckies like they did in one before. But if you want to check out the playlist. I'm going to link it here. You can see the other ones if you didn't see it. But I want to thank you for watching. Thumb up so you like my content. Subscribe to the channel. And we'll talk again soon.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.